George Foreman, Big George Foreman, twice world heavyweight champion, oldest world heavyweight boxing champion, age 45, has passed. My dad, God bless his soul, Eric was a lover of sports, boxing in particular. The one, the only, inimitable Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all times, rumbled in the jungle. Zaire, Congo, where the Lumumba boys were. Muhammad Ali took on big bad George Foreman, a man who in 73 in Kingston, Jamaica, took out the reigning heavyweight champion, Joe Frazier. 2 rounds was all it took. 6 knockdowns, including famously lifting, literally, Joe Frazier off his feet, off the canvas. That's the power of George Foreman. Passing this brother who went on to have a preaching career and then reimagined himself and reinvented himself as a modern day boxing hero, taking on the likes of Evander Holyfield, losing in some titanic rounds, soaking up punishment that I've rarely seen, and yet rewinding and coming back and dealing with a certain Michael Moorer to claim that second heavyweight championship. It brings back memories. I thought I'd just take a moment to park up and say a little prayer and remember black sporting achievement. Remember sporting achievement. It just so happens the likes of Lewis Hamilton gained pole position in the sprint contest for the Chinese Grand Prix. Excuse me. Having gained pole position in the sprint contest, he then went on to claim 5th spot in front of his teammate Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. Salutes to Oscar Piastri, the Australian in the McLaren, who had a eventful Australian Grand Prix, the opener in Melbourne Park, coming off the turf, coming off the track itself, and then returning to finish to the elation of the Australian home crowd. He's bounced back in spectacular style, taking pole position ahead of George Russell in the Mercedes. And Norris, Lando Norris, who fought so valiantly for the F1 championship. Like, share, subscribe. The Reason Boss is reflecting on the likes of Lewis Hamilton, 7 times F1 champion, a fighter, a champion, capable and willing to take it on the chin. Criticism, is he too old? 40 years old, 40 years old. Lewis, what are you doing? Ferrari, what are you doing? Why take on Lewis Hamilton? Aren't there better prospects? Sometimes you go with your gut. Sometimes you let the figures do the talking. Big George Foreman, like, share, and subscribe. Big George was a man with an outstanding knockout record. 81 fights, 68 knockouts. Can you imagine? A man who, in the rumble in the jungle, many thought would take out Muhammad Ali. His very life was in danger. It brought back shades and memories of Mike Tyson taking on a certain Evander Holyfield. You see the connections? I feared for Evander Holyfield's life the first time he took on Mike Tyson. However, that warrior spirit in Evander came through. He defeated the big, bad Mike Tyson. Iron Mike Tyson. Not so much of the big, stature-wise, but my goodness, menace-wise, he was right up there. Big George. One who Muhammad Ali called a mummy. That big old mummy. Muhammad Ali, a man who floats like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see. Papa Raj, Brother Raj, you don't know. Brother Anton, you don't know. We've seen the legends. We believe in the glory, the legacy. So did Big George Foreman. Not as big in today's standards. No, the likes of Daniel Dubois, Tyson Fury, physically taller, more imposing, but reputation-wise, only the likes of Ernie Shavers could rival that knockout power. Deontay Wilder, back up! Jerome Kinlaw, I salute. Much love to you, sir. Billa Bad Mosh, Max was better. Max, are you talking about Max Verstappen? Max, world champion. Big world champion, 4 times world champion. But I'll tell you something. He's got a fight on his hand. Left and right. Combinations. It's a black special, a black sports special. And Big George throwing the haymakers is remembered fondly. Max Verstappen has got left and right coming at him. Lewis Hamilton in the Ferrari. Lando Norris in the McLaren. Oscar Piastri, pole position in the Chinese Grand Prix. Hats knocked off. Max, can he stand it? We'll see. Like, share, and subscribe. He's got a fight on his hand. He's got the mother of all fights. Yeah, I can imagine Max winning this season, though. Billy Badmosh. Like, share, and subscribe to Reason Boss and Rich Po Sports. He can win a 5th. I'll tell you something. Right now, you can take this to the bank. It would be his greatest F1 triumph if he did it. He may call it quits and get out while the going's relatively good. Because I tell you something, those boys, those Piastris, those Norrises and the McLarens, Ferrari and Leclerc, licking their lips. They are looking for the knockout blows. They're looking for the jabs. Max, can you take it? Are you going to go rope-a-dope? Are you going to go rope-a-dope? Muhammad Ali style. You're taking chances. Not everyone can do rope-a-dope. Press bam. Press a dram. Ram. I don't believe in ghosts. Do you? Do you? Do you? Like, share, subscribe as the lights go down low in London town. Like, share, subscribe. The Reggaeboyz. The Reggaeboyz. Oh, God. If only someone could shine a light on the Reggaeboyz. Can you make sense of it? The likes of Leon Bailey, Ethan Pinnock, the Myrai Gray. And they took on St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Who? St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Who? Predict the score there. Predict the score there. 3, 4, 5-0. Try 1-1. I didn't stutter. I tell you, it was hard viewing. Calling a spade a spade. It was hard viewing. Steve McLaren, the Reggaeboyz boss, has got a job on his hands. Certain players looking a little lackadaisical. Had St. Vincent on the Grenadines and the Grenadines on the ropes, proverbially speaking. Apparently. Didn't quite look like that to me. The Reggaeboyz looked like they were good enough for the victory. One moment of outstanding quality by St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Big up Anderson. Big up an outstanding counter-attacking goal. Spinning like gig certain Jamaican defenders. I won't name names. All I need to say is there were moments that I was nodding off. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. This was not Rumble in the Jungle fair. This was not world-class action I was seeing. This was not the Chinese Grand Prix qualifying. This was not Lewis Hamilton doing battle toe-to-toe with the likes of Max Verstappen, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, Charles Leclerc, and company. Meanwhile, England, you want to say levels? You want to talk about levels? Miles Lewis, Scully. My lord, what an outstanding ball by Jude Bellingham. There were levels to this game. That moment alone was worth the admission fee as far as I was concerned. A 2-0 victory for England against Albania in World Cup qualification. Next up, Latvia, home of Dr. Doom. Oh, God. Like, share, and subscribe. Thomas Tuchel, who the Reason Boss has predicted is going to have that poison chalice coming back to bite him via the English media. He is not a miracle worker. Harry Kane ain't getting any younger. The mindset of the England players is not to go for the jugular and make it count through their superiority. Will Cole Palmer, Declan Rice, Jude himself, Phil Stutterings, Foden, the John Stones, the Maguires, the Konzas, the Pickfords, will they be up to the job, to the task? We will see. Jude Bellingham, big up yourself, a slide rule pass that would make the likes of a Modric, a Bruno Guimaraes lick their lips. A Rivaldo would have to say, yeah, that's a ball. That's a ball. Respect. Young talent. Will they lift the World Cup in 2026? Who knows? But there is talent aplenty. The returning Bukayo Saka. It's a Black Sports Special as we pay tribute to George Foreman. As the lights go down, I'm going to take it down low. Like, share, and subscribe. Reggaeboyz, you've got a hometown fixture, Sabina Park, up against St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There were levels when that final whistle blew. Call it as I see it. The likes of Bobby Reid, Bobby Cordoba Reid, Premier League player, yes. Leicester City, Premier League for now. And yet, they were decidedly sheepish. Them look sheepish to me. Could you not see? Oh me, oh my. There were levels to this game. You've got to step up, Reggaeboyz. It's not a busman's holiday. You've got to make the decisive differences and make it count in front of goal. Chances wise, the Reggaeboyz of Sweet Jam Down of Jamaica seeking to return to the World Cup for the first time in the men's edition since 1998. Big up the Reggae Girls who have been to back-to-back World Cup campaigns. The Reggaeboyz have got work to do, and it's no walk in the park in the CONCACAF region. Gold Cup qualification at stake, and pride and reputation and game time. First team place time, finishes time on the line. Who's going to make it count? I'm going to call out one name, Ronaldo Cephas. Ronaldo Cephas gave a knockout performance, coming on late in the game. Speedster, speeds merchant. IQ is not of the David Silva variety, not of the Kaka variety, not of the Ronaldinho variety, not even of the Mbappe variety. Oh God, there were levels to this game. Cephas's speed tormented St. Vincent, made people sit up and look sharp and alert. Finally, St. Vincent and the Grenadines lost their marbles, gave away literally the last kick of the game, apart from the penalty scored by Leon Bailey. Gave away the penalty, gave away the game. A historic victory, another victory loomed for St. Vincent over Jamaica. Be decisive. Ethan in front of goal, 3 yards out. Anyone can hit the target and find a keeper waiting. Was it just not Jamaica's night? 15 shots on target, 6 on the goal, 15 attempts, 6 on goal. 1-1, a penalty deep into the game, the last kick of the game. There were levels to this thing. The reason Boss predicted that it's the likes of El Salvador and Guatemala, football quality-wise, that Jamaica will have to factor in and overcome if they want to make the World Cup in 2026 in Mexico, United States of America, and Canada. You can't see me? You can't see me? We need to shine a light on Jamaican football. Sweet Jam Down, if you want to make headway. You have to get serious and deal with the matter. I know you're serious, but you're going to have to dig deep like the likes of Kambunji in the 60 meters sprint in the World Indoor Championships in Nanping, in Nanjing, China. Dosso was ready to claim gold for Italy, yet Kambunji, the Swiss warrior, put on a game face and said, I'm not here to make up the numbers. I'm here for victory. You hearing me, CD? You hearing me, Justice? You hear me? One and all. Believe. Believe in yourself. Leave it on the park. Leave it on the track. Lewis Hamilton, Piastri style. Leave it in the boxing ring. George came, saw and conquered. He was not the best boxer ever. But what he did was show bravery, show boldness, a love for himself, a love for his family, love for his faith. And he's remembered when he said he was at the wrong place at the wrong time, having caught Muhammad Ali with all kinds of shots in the Congo, 1974, the Rumble in the Jungle. He caught it to body blows, head blows. Blah, blah, blah. I've started. I go and finish. Is that all you got, Joe? George, is that all you got? Listen, I'm getting punchy. George, is that all you got? Is that all you got, Big George? Come on, what you got? Uh-oh, said George. I'm at the wrong place at the wrong time. And so it proved. Having a sense of humor goes a long way. Gone, me gone. Lights are going down. Lewis on the rise. George passes, yet the legacy lives on. Shines on and shines bright. Like, share, and subscribe. Keep it tight. Rich Po Sports. Big up yourself, each and every one of you out there. Free and easy to subscribe. And remember, leave it on the pitch. Leave it in the ring, in your lives. Agamigan. Thanks very much for watching. Big up yourself. Ram. Peace. One time. Oh God.